Connor, thank you for joining me. Positive result on Tuesday night in the Virtue Trophy against Cambridge. What pleased you most about the overall performance?
I thought we started really well, obviously, with the goal, but even outside of that, I thought we were excellent for the first 15-20, had them penned in, or up until they scored, should I say. Then I thought they got on top probably until the last 5-10 minutes of the half, and then we got back to grips, and I think from then we were excellent and we dominated the game the whole second half, and it was good to get the goals because we were pressing, not without creating loads of chances, we were dominating the game, but it was good to get them 2 goals, especially obviously one for Britt. I thought it was excellent all evening, and he got a goal and an assist, so great debut for him. So massive positives. It's always good to keep that winning mentality going, especially when you make so many changes and you can get minutes into the lads, but also, as I said, maintain that winning mentality. It's excellent for the group.
As you say, Britt Assombalonga with the full 90 minutes under his belt and plus a goal and an assist on his debut. Fans will be eager to see him appear on Saturday, but how important is it to manage his load as someone who's been out of the game for a while?
That's always the toughest bit. When someone joins at this point of the season, he's obviously had a pre-season, a sporadic one in terms of different clubs and at the PFA camps and bits like that, but in terms of playing regular game time and getting up to match fitness, that's always the toughest bit. But to be fair to him, his application, he's excellent in training, he's working hard, so it'll do him the world of good getting 90. We asked him on around 70 minutes how he felt, and although he was tired, he wanted to stay on, so it's good to get him the 90. As I said, to get a goal and assist is a big bonus. But for him, listen, we'll manage his minutes in the league. We know we've got him available if we need. It's not a case of he can only play a certain amount of minutes. As I said, he just played 90 on Tuesday, so however long we feel we'll need him or he can help us, then he'll be used.
A really impressive cameo from Bright, who played over 45 minutes. You mentioned pre-match about these games being ideal for rotation, but it must be pleasing when youngsters come on and put in those sorts of performances.
Definitely, I think we were always going to bring him on. He obviously come on slightly earlier than what we expected with the injury to Dennis. So I thought he done great. He's done exactly what he's about. He showed what he's about in terms of his pace and power and his athleticism. So listen, he'll know better than anyone, and it's what we work on all the time, that little end product. But he's got that electric pace that gives him a chance, and I thought he put in a great performance for the 45-50 minutes he was on the pitch. So really pleased with him.
Just on Dennis, obviously subbed off early on Tuesday night. How's he doing, and have you got any other squad updates ahead of Saturday?
Listen, it was obviously a sore when he got, I don't know if it was a knock or a twist, but in his hip area. So he tried to come back on and carry on. It was no good, so obviously I take him off. So we'll know more in the next few days once he potentially gets a scan if that's necessary. So don't know too much as of yet to the extent of it, but we'll know in the next few days. In terms of the rest of the group, Kizzy and Stutz trained today full, so that's a big bonus having them two back in with the group. It'd be too soon for them probably this Saturday, but in terms of being back, I know Kizzy was out for a long time, so it's excellent to see him back out on the grass with the group. And if we can get Stutz now to get an extended period of being fit, that would help, because he's an exciting player and he's really bright.
The longest away trip of the season to Barrow on Saturday. What's the feeling like in the camp going into this one?
Yeah, long old bus journey, lots of cards being played, I would imagine. But listen, it's a tough place. They're top of the form guide. We know a lot about Andy Wing. We've come up against them a couple of times in the last few years, so we know what the teams are about. They're so well organised. They don't give a lot. I think they've conceded the second least goals in the division with 13, so really well drilled, really tough place to go. It's not just geographically, but just in terms of how they play as well. So it'd be another tough away day within the division, but our away form has been strong. We'd like to carry that on.
They beat top of the table Walsall last time out with just 10 men away from home, and we also went on to win at Cheltenham after going down to 10 men earlier in the season. So how hard is it to get the balance right both mentally and tactically when you're in that position in a game?
It's tough. We had it at Walsall here, against Walsall here as well. Early in the season I thought we were brilliant with 10 men. We probably deserved to nick a point that day. We put pressure on, we created chances, we dominated the ball still. So it's tough. It can be difficult mentally in terms of if you're a team with the man advantage, almost that expectation goes up, and some teams can struggle with that. So when you feel the underdog, you might get slightly more out of players. So it can be a tough situation and if you've got an extra man or against an extra lesser man, So it can be really tough. But for us, listen, we've got to go into the game. We've got to forget all that. We've got to make sure we keep 11 on the pitch as they will, and it'll be a tough game. As I said, they're really well drilled, really well organised. They'll look to catch us on the break. That'll be their game plan. They won't. Then they're quite comfortable about the ball, as a lot of teams are in this league. So I'm sure we'll dominate the ball for a large part of the game.
The Bluebirds haven't had the best results at home, only winning 2, and of course we're looking to extend our unbeaten run on the road to 6. Just how important is it to continue our away form on Saturday with another positive performance and try and secure the 3 points?
It's massive. I think it's been a massive bonus this year, our away form to date, and if we can carry that on, that'd be excellent. As I said, they've got some exciting players. They're not just going to sit in and camp in. They're well organised. It's sort of more of a mid block where they look to break from that. They got exciting wing backs. They play wingers at wing backs, and their tens are solid on the break as well. So we know the threats they bring. It's not a case of they'll be just batting the hatches down and trying to let us onslaught after onslaught. It won't be the case at all. They'll have their game plan in place and they'll look to implement it. It's going to be a really, really tough game.
And finally, a message to the fans. We're making the approximately 550-mile round trip to Cumbria to support the lads.
Listen, it's brilliant. Anyone that comes up, we're very, very, very appreciative of it. We know how tough it is to get there. I can't imagine there's many direct trains. There'll probably be a few stopovers in different places, and it'll be a tough journey. But we'll make sure the lads are aware of the effort made by the fans, and we'll try and give them a performance they can be proud of.
Connor, thank you for your time.
Thank you.